The question she asks is she opens her article by saying, many of us Americans are now asking how we got here. How have we reached a point in this country where just pure lawlessness, anti-Americanism, and open sympathy for terrorists are not only tolerated, but celebrated? And where mayoral candidates like this guy in New York, who would have once been considered fringe radicals, can win primaries in a major city? And the answer is, since the 1960s, the United States has undergone one of the most dramatic political rebrandings in modern history, particularly on the left. The 60s radicals never disappeared. Their ideas, once considered extreme, have not only resurfaced, but most importantly, they have now been rebranded. Today, extremism is marketed to the new generation as compassionate, inclusive, enlightened, marching under the progressive banner, and embraced by a growing block of post 9/11 college-educated voters. However, while the rhetoric has softened, and of course we talk about language and their use and their ownership of the language all the time, you talk about it a lot as well.
I do.
The underlying ideology and its mission remains unchanged. The label progressive is itself a branding triumph for the left. It wraps radical demands in the soft language of European-style social democracy. They have exchanged the vocabulary of revolution for the language of compassion, justice, and human rights. Everything they do, what do we hear? It's for the greater good. It's for the, right?
Everything. Tyranny comes disguised as virtue. Because if you control the language, you control the narrative. Don't let them. Don't let them do it. Now, that's why, and now, it just makes me mad when I see the New York Post. It steams my clams. New York Post, transgender person, and she said, no, it's not a she, it's a he. Don't play with them. Don't even give them that. You can't do that. You can't let them control the narrative. And always look. Marxism will always come as something good for the people, and it's never good for the people. It's always 100 million dead people later on.
Yeah, and what you just said is the key point. Not only have they refined the message, they've taken over the language, and they've created a situation where words that once triggered alarm have now been replaced with language that sounds, about moral and inclusive and inclusivity.